Students at the University of Zululand have been protesting on campus over a lack of security at residences off campus. It follows the stabbing of a student at his off-campus cottage. For more on the story, let's cross live now to our reporter Karinda Jagmohan, who's covering this for us. Karinda, a very good morning to you and thank you for joining us. The tensions have been high there. Security at the center of the students' tensions. Exactly what is happening there as we speak?
Good morning to you. Yeah, well, yes, tensions were high early this week. However, today, students are packing their bags and leaving the university. This is because on Monday, UniZulu, as the university is more commonly known as the University of Zululand, announced that campus would be closed until further notice. Now, students do not know when classes will resume. We've seen them from early this morning packing their bags, leaving in taxis, going back home. We did manage to speak to a few of them, and in fact many were very afraid to speak on camera. They were willing to tell us about their fears here, about gangsterism operating in this area where students live in off-campus residence owned by the local people who live here, and they say that a gang called Amadabuka is terrorizing students here, robbing them of their valuables, the cell phones and laptops that they carry within their study material as they walk up to the main campus, to the university here. One woman was absolutely terrified to speak on camera, saying she could be victimized because it's very easy to track down students in this area, and saying she fears for her life. She had a big bag with her and was going straight home, of course, to a place where she feels safe. Now, a 23-year-old student is still recovering in hospital after being shot during a robbery on Sunday at his off-campus cottage.
And when it comes to the sort of plan that the university has to ensure that students are safe and ensuring that the group that you speak of, Amadabuga, what's happening there? Have police been roped in to investigate? What is the latest information?
Well, you can see behind me there's quite a few policemen outside the campus, but they're here only because of the protests that have been unfurling since Sunday when the robbery and shooting took place of the student. And I just want to tell you as well that as you drive up to the campus, there are stones, debris all across the road. This is the students' anger over the crime, and they want to meet the police minister, Beki Ngele. They want him to come here and address the concern for safety. This is because they say the university has not addressed their concerns. They say the university is turning a blind eye. Now, in their statement, the university says they are investigating, looking into further security measures. However, I just also want to tell you that the police minister did visit this very same university last year in September, promising that a task team would be gathered to investigate the safety concerns, possibly to add further safety measures. However, students say they have not seen that unfolding to the point where yet another student has been injured in an armed robbery.
Karinda, you say that this morning you saw students going into taxis. How has this affected their studies in terms of the curriculum? Well, just right here, we want to show you some students. You can see them packing their bags, going up to the taxis to head home. We've been speaking to students this morning, and they say exams are coming up as well. And this means that this would be a period for them to really take in information, to finalize their studying, their methods of learning. However, they are not given this opportunity, and they are actually afraid that come exam time, they're not going to be prepared because they're not going to have this time to actually sit with their lecturers and discuss issues. A lot of them are actually not being able to go into the campus because of this shutdown of the university. And I just want to also remind you that the campus has been opened at the Durban University of Technology that was closed for earlier this week because of the same issue, security at university. This is because another student was stabbed on his head during a robbery at that university in Durban. Thank you.
you so much. Let's leave it there. Our reporter Karinda Jagmohan in KwaZulu-Natal, really just speaking of the students at the University of KwaZulu-Natal who've been forced to pack and go home, really just fearing for their lives as a group called Amadabuga, apparently responsible for terrorizing students living off campus. Of course,